Hey guys, so out of theatre reaction for Salem's Lot. We went to see it last night. I didn't get a chance to review it because I was reviewing the new Elvis documentary that's coming out on Netflix November 13th. Watch it. But anyway, back to Salem's Lot. So if you've seen the original, you've read the book, this is not a patch on any of them. That's the first one. No. But it's good. I think if you had never seen the original and you had never read the book, I think you'd be pretty satisfied with it. But in the original, you get more details. You get more character development. I felt like I knew the kids. I felt like I knew the adults in the room. It's just, in this one, there's no character development. So for example, I don't know names because names are just gone from my head. But the main female character and the main male character are getting it on. Now you see that development in the original way more. And in this one, there's a guy on a truck and he's like, go back to New York. But it comes so out of the blue that I went to my husband, who's that dude? And the guy went, and my husband said, that's the boyfriend who's jealous. And I went, what? Because in the original, you see more of him, you have him, you know him. So you're like, in this one, he just suddenly, in the truck, he's like this. And you're like, well, who is he? And the kids, you just don't get to know them and you don't get that rapport. And the main characters. So at the start, I think, and straight away, the minute it came in, you've got the guys bringing in the vampire in the box. It's like, that's halfway through the film in the original. And we don't even know what happens to them. They just disappear. I think they run away, but we don't even know. So it's like, it's very much that. But that's because I have a comparison. It's because I'm comparing it to them. So when I was watching it, I was thinking to myself, if I didn't have that, it's got enough information for a person who doesn't need to know. So I think you go in, if you've got the original information and the book's information, and you go in here, it's pretty poor at character development. But if you haven't got either of them, I think you probably quite enjoy it. So yeah, I do recommend it for somebody who hasn't watched the original. And even if you have, I thought the first part was quite slow and not very good at developing the characters. But I thought the end was really, really good. I really enjoyed the end. I thought it was brilliant. And I had a few jump scares. I had about 5 or 6 jump scares throughout the whole thing. And my husband was jump scaring me all the time. But yeah, so I enjoyed it. It was definitely worthwhile going to see. It was worth £5.99 for my ticket to the cinema. I enjoyed the experience, but it's not a patch on the original or the book. But as a standalone film without those, I think it's pretty good. I mean, I don't think it is for a theatrical release. I think it would have been fantastic just on the telly, like they did in the US. You would have been satisfied if you sat and watched it on Netflix or something. You'd be like, oh, that's a good movie. So, yeah, that's my thoughts on it. Bill Pullman's son, I thought he was lovely. I thought he was great in it. And all the characters looked great. It looked really, really autumny and like Halloween-y, and it was atmospheric, and I thought the filming of it was great. There was like no extras in it whatsoever. It's like the quietest town in history, and at the end it's even quieter. And the ones that went up in flames, there was only like 20 of them. This whole town was gone. So yeah, there was a bit funny with that. They maybe didn't have the budget for that kind of stuff. But yeah, the kids actors were great. One of the guys is from The Boys and he was so cute. And I think they all did a stellar job in acting it. It's just, it was kind of like a fluff piece, do you know, of an original that should have just went to streaming. But I did enjoy it overall. And the end part I really, really liked. And I would probably watch it again, for sure. So yeah, that's my thoughts on it. What are your thoughts on Salem's Lot? And I shall speak to you later. Bye everyone.